All right, everyone, here we go. It's an all signs reading. Doesn't matter what your sign is, straight up energy reading. This is full moon in Scorpio, right? Just look at that. We left, oh, it's very shiny there. Okay. Well, it's a very intuitive, sorry. I'm easily distracted today. It's a very intuitive moon, okay? I'm going to tell you, it's time for deep, deep, deep introspection. It's a safe place. It is. It's safe, deep introspection. You could make some real transformative changes. This energy is working beautifully with Pluto retrograde in Aquarius, right? What's it doing to somebody attached to you, though, on the DM side? I know the DFs here, most of my viewers are DF side of things, or, high vibration anyway. I know you guys will thrive in this energy. If somebody attached to you, it's just the surface energy. I said, give me the soulmate cycle with the incoming energy with the influence of the Scorpio, the full moon in Scorpio here, 2025. I've got Justice, crossed by the Ace of Wands, right? And the Star. And just these three cards alone. This is somebody who feels like they've done the right thing toward you. Somebody looks inside and they go, "I've done the right thing," right? I don't know. Whatever it is they did for you. I don't know who this is. It's somebody attached to you. They just feel, I'm all right with what happened between me and Steve's viewer. All right? That's just on the surface. Underneath that is 10 swords. And underneath that is 4 swords. Somebody's pretty mad at themselves here when they do some introspection, when they really look, when this moon energy really kicks in and makes them go deep. Because, whatever. Somebody's really mad at themselves for not doing anything, for hurting things, either hurt you, and they're being encouraged by their own intuition to bring some healing, or they're just, the way I read it, it's somebody who says that I'm fine with it, but they're really mad at themselves for not doing anything when they could have saved it. This is someone like this energy might come out if somebody was falling off a cliff and they were like reaching their hand up and you didn't, right? You could have grabbed them and pulled them up and then they fell to their death. I mean, in an extreme example, that's sort of this energy here. And then all the way home, you start justifying, well, I could have, but it would have led to a whole bunch of trouble. Then I have to talk to the police, and then I have to fill out a report. It's going to jam up my whole day. So it was probably better I didn't reach a hand out. Okay, it's a bit of that. And again, that's an extreme example, but you catch my drift. That's all you have to do. All right, let's shuffle the deck. First card out's before the cut. Why the fuck are we here? So just in the surface energy, this very deep, introspective moon, and it creates a safe place. It's like the best therapist's office you've ever been to, this Scorpio. This particular, most Scorpio full moons are, but this one in particular. It's like the best, whatever it is, maybe you're into teddy bears. The whole fucking office is just teddy bears. The chairs are teddy bears, everything. Even the therapist is dressed like a fucking teddy bear. Now for me, that's a nightmare. For you, it might be your thing. I don't know. Everybody's different. I respect everybody. Everybody's a snowflake, okay? You're all different. All right. Here we go. So somebody attached to you knows damn well they should have stopped. They could have stopped this. They could have done something more. They could have brought healing instead of pain, but they did nothing, right? You reached a hand up and I don't want to do that. It's going to be police reports and shit. It's going to be a pain in the ass. I just let it go, right? You'd be surprised how often people drive by somebody in trouble because it's just going to bring them trouble. Oh, you'd be surprised. Actually, you probably wouldn't be. It happens a lot. I saw somebody do it once. I've seen people do it. I mean, literally. Oh, it's unreal. All right. Yeah, sometimes it's a pain in the ass, but it's always better to help people. It's what we all should be doing, honestly. Page of Cups, it's all for one, kind of thing. Ooh, all for me. Me first. No. It's not that's bad. It's not the flow of energy. You can do it, but it's not the flow of energy. Somebody here is me firsting, but they're going to pay for it in this energy. Their conscience is going to eat them alive toward you. Okay? That's what I'm saying. Page of Cups. We're here because somebody might try again. I'm giving you why they might try again, but I'm giving you, rather than so that you don't just see, oh, this is wonderful, you're trying again, there's some other shit going on underneath, right? You're getting to see what went on. At first they thought it was okay not to, right? So you take that how you want to take it, but that energy was there, is right there on the surface. What comes after the Page of Cups? The Five of Pentacles. Somebody realizes what they lost, what they missed out on. Somebody feels left out. You might be thriving, you might be doing well. There's a lot of jealousy in the main energies right now that are floating around out there, especially societal energies. There's a lot of, I want what they got. You see it a lot with people trying to keep up with the Kardashians, for example. You know, well, they got a Bentley, so I'm going to get a Bentley. Yeah, but you make 40 grand a year. Whatever. I get all payments, you know, that kind of thing. I mean, it's just, you know, the repo man's making a fortune these days, I tell you, or has been anyway. But just as an example, somebody here feels like they're missing out on something. Somebody wants what you got. Maybe they figure a reapproach is necessary. It's possible. In any case, this sort of represents their conscience as well, which is really making them think, maybe I should have gone inside. I'm losing a foot. You know, it's a bit of that. Let's shuffle the deck. Let's see where we go. So, somebody could have done something to change something with you. It could be a runner. I get some romance here. I do. That little page had a cup with a little fish in it and stuff. That's adorable, right? I don't bring anybody fish that I don't want to bang. You know, I mean, I always show up with a fish. That's what I do. That's how you know. Oh, Steve wants to bang me. He's got a fish with him. You know, sometimes it's an angel fish. You know, whatever. Anyway, let's go. Let's shuffle the deck. It could be a family member. It could be a friend. Somebody you have a soul tie with. I'll tell you that. Okay. All right, here we go. Let's see where we're at. Let's see. Okay. All right. I said, give me the soulmate cycle with the influence of the full moon in Scorpio, and look what I get. Right? I get the death card. I mean, do I have to, you know, I mean, it's perfection in tarot on some level. There's a lot of huge transformation, to say the least, that comes from this. What's underneath that? I mean, justice again, the pre-shuffle. You have somebody attached to you, and this card just reinforces the pre-shuffle. You have somebody attached to you. I love that at least part of the pre-shuffle comes back. I love that. You have somebody attached to you who knows that they could have done more, and they're going to really feel that. This card amplifies that Five of Pentacles that came after the cut in a big way. All right? It crosses the Page of Cups. So somebody wants a fresh start. So my read on that Page of Cups before the cut was correct. It crosses the Page of Cups in my reading card before the cut. Right here's the energy around your connection. Right here's with whoever this is. And I'm not telling you shouldn't go with them. You should. But you should know the full story. Why come to someone like me who picks up on energy and stuff? My friends come to me to get the full story on things. I can give it to you guys. You know what's going on underneath. You always should know what you're getting into. Okay? You always should know what you're getting into. Be informed. You know, that's all. Be about people, situations, whatever. Right here, do your own research. I always say that. Right here, the energy around your connection with whoever this is. Right here, 3D energies around this person. Real life. What's going on in their life? Who are they? What are they? Right here's their soul. Right here's the hidden energy message from the universe. And she's a little fickle today, but serious. Fickle but serious. Red with the energy of your connection. Right here's the potential final outcome for you. Your potential final outcome. Generally red with what's going on in real life with this person. Obviously that makes sense, right? If it's communication, this person needs to be in a position to give it. In context speak, I could get an 8 of Wands here in the final outcome, a card of communication. But I have to read it with what's going on in their life. If they can't, right? If it's the I'm in prison upright, well, you might get communication, but it'll be a collect call from a payphone with a time limit on it. I mean, there's always context around things. This card gives context to your final outcome. So keep that in mind as I pull the reading. All right, so let's pull the reading. I'll clarify everything to some universe cards at the end, and you bet your sweet asses I'm going to extend this one. All right, this is pretty powerful. This is a Scorpio full moon. This is no shit, okay? This is, I mean, all right. All right, let's go. Let's do this. Energy around your connection. Judgment. That's a big card, isn't it? I got death. I got judgment. I got justice. We opened with. I mean, I've said in a recent reading, this is a card that forces an action. Something's about to happen here. But it's Archangel Gabriel energy mostly that's coming off this. I'm drawn to the horn. It's the horn. Gabriel's horn translates the word of God to man. So somebody here is getting a little translation and a little lesson, some karmic lessons coming back. We might say, the kids might like to say here, karma's biting them in the ass. Okay? Karma's biting this whole connection in the ass. So whoever caused a problem here, whoever ran, whoever started the fight, who's ever wrong in this is getting a real fucking spanking from the energy, in this energy. All right? All right? All right? 3D energy around this person, IRL, as the kids like to say. I always like to be up on the times, 20 years behind. The strength card, right there. It's a fortitude energy, which is a rather straight up read on the strength card. You know, you look at the book, it says fortitude, Steve. Good job. Not a card reader, huh? No. But it is a bit of that. Somebody's trying to keep up appearances. So a stiff upper lip, as the British might say. Keep it a stiff upper lip, right? Don't cry. Don't show them how you feel. Very stoic. It could be. We could say that. Okay. All right. Judgment. Why the soul is here, it's read with judgment. I'm still drawn to judgment. There's so much there. I can't wait to clarify that. Anyway, what's their soul? The sun. Yeah. This is read with this. This is why I couldn't take my eyes off of this. How they're getting spanked karmically, somebody here is really happy, right? And they're trying to pass it off. This is probably why the pre-shuffle came back, so I could show you. They're trying to pass it off as it's got nothing to do with you. It's other stuff. They're happy because it's a nice day. They're happy because their job is going well. They're happy because whatever, all that kind of stuff. They're only happy because of you. And that's when they realize that, it hurts even more. It keeps it hard to keep that stiff upper lip. That's why strength is here. It's requiring a lot of strength for this person to not just show up, okay? Or to not beat themselves up, maybe, for something. This is somebody who definitely wronged you. I'm not getting a 3 of Swords here too much. I'm getting more of an energy of just to help you with who this might be, because I don't control what comes in, okay? But it might be your runner if you want to look at it that way. I mean, there's always an angle to view things, but it's somebody who could have done something but didn't. I mean, that's really what it is. And that plays out in love here in a big way, but I'm not feeling like they hurt you in a 3 of Swords way. I am feeling that this person here, I think this person also shows up, and I think they disrupt your little Scorpio session, your therapy session, internal transformation. I think they might show up and interrupt you while you're in the middle of some deep energy. What's the hidden energy? Read with judgment. Yeah, the 7 of Swords. Yeah, I told you somebody's getting karma. Whoever was wrong here, whoever could have done more, right? Again, it's perfect. It's absolutely perfect. Somebody's pretending these two go together. You got a color match here with the yellow. Somebody's pretending that they did the right thing. Somebody's pretending that it was great to leave the 2 swords there. This is just saying Steve's right. But we need to pull on this. There's some other lie here. There's a reason they didn't help. Right? In my extreme example of somebody falling off a cliff or something like that with their hand reaching up, please help me. You could have grabbed the hand, but that person didn't grab the hand, because then there's a whole mess. You got to talk to the police. There's police reports. There's the press. Oh, I don't want all that. Just bye-bye. You'll be fine. Somebody else will come along. That kind of thing. You know, there's some sort of deception like that. Somebody has a reason, and it's complete bullshit. Why they didn't do more, why they didn't come back to you. There's a lot of love here. I will tell you, make this person very happy. You are the sunshine of their life. I don't know. The sunshine of their soul, I will tell you that. It's a very happy energy there. It's even a unicorn. Is that a unicorn? I don't know. Who cares? Right? Potential final outcome for you, read with strength. Yeah, it's the Wheel of Fortune. Yeah. Somebody's having a hard time keeping up appearances, keeping the stiff upper lip here. The wheel turns everything, which means the wheel turns this. It means that the Scorpio moon's going to make them weak in the knees. Okay? This is major arcana. It's a 10. 10's the end, dead end that lead to a new beginning. Yeah, it can flip that strength card for sure. It's a powerful card right there. So, at the end of the day here, somebody loses the stiff upper lip. I believe this should result in some communication. But you need to know what this is about in advance. And I am going to use the light seer, but I don't know. Hold on a minute. Let's let the bottom cards tell us. The Magician or the Page of Swords. We're going to go with the Page of Swords for the yellow color match, because the yellow cards are important. I've got some yellow here, but the Magician isn't ringing with me right now. Okay? Here we go. Judgment. But disappointment sure is. And Spy. And I don't think they ever really went away, whoever this is. For some of you, it could be a runner. This can also, that's primary energy, it could be. It could be an X. It's probably an X for a good number of you. That'd work here with this type of energy. There's always, there's always people I think back on and thought I could have done more. But I admit it. I don't try to suppress it and pretend that I was great. Could have done more. But hindsight is 20/20, as they say. As long as we learn from it and we do more going forward. Somebody here wants to return and do more. But you need to know about that. Let's first talk about judgment. Let's pull this energy as it flows. Okay? That's what you do. You pull the energy as it flows. All right? It's crossed by my favorite girl in a mini skirt here. The Six of Swords. It feels like a Six of Swords, doesn't it? The Six of Wands. The Six of Swords would be smooth waters. Somebody feels like everything's fine. This person is doing a great job of pretending everything's fine. Okay, they're like even when karma comes back and bites them, and they feel the sadness that Five of Pentacles of being left out, they still pretend it's a victory. There's a whole energy around this, like this is all set, we're good, and we know it's bullshit because this bullshit card is read with this. So this is also minor arcana, right? She's fine. I'm fine. Okay. You don't seem fine. What's on top? Wheel of Fortune. There it is right there. There it is. Why is that here? Death card. There it is right there. I mean, I love it when the overall energy shows up in the reading. I especially like it here in the energy of your connection. Not only did I get that, but I also got the final outcome here, which I also like to show up somewhere else in the reading. So this is a powerful read, you guys. This is some shit. Somebody's about to have a new attitude towards you. See how happy she is? She's about to get very unhappy in a bit. Somebody here is. Things about to change in a big way. Is there a bridging energy here I should know about? Yeah. Some information's coming to light. Well, it's about to. This bullshit right here. Let's talk about the Strength card, which is tied to this bullshit, strangely enough. So stiff upper lip, huh? You're going to just keep up appearances and pretend everything is fine. I do it great. This person's good at this. A lot of the people on the DM side are good at it. Narcissists are great at pretending they're great. Because it mostly is pretend. It's just what it is. All right, here we go. Let's see where we're at. Most people, even if you're not great, let's say you're not doing terrific, and you run into somebody you haven't seen in a while at the store, and they ask how you're doing, and you say, I'm fine, I'm terrific. The best thing to do is say, I'm great, how are you? Right? And then they'll answer, and that's it, you walk away. Even if it's a lie, people feel good about themselves for answering. I'm fine, right? And the other person feels good that they got an answer, and most people won't probe. They just won't, that's it. It's just that light energy, and off you go. It's when you don't answer when there's a problem, or you don't ask back. If somebody says, how are you? You say, I'm great, and then you just keep walking. Well, then that's troubling. That's going to lead to some other energies, right? It can, So it's always best just to do the thing and ask back and then walk away. Whether it's true or not, it makes no difference, right? Maybe people ask how you're doing because they don't want to let on how little they could care. Strength card, one of my favorite lyrics. It's crossed by again, everything's fine. It's proof of what I said. The Six of Wands came back. It's crossing right there. Everything's fine. Everything's terrific. But it's about to change. A piece of information is coming to light. What's on top here? The Four of Pentacles. Somebody's keeping something back. I said this is tied with the bullshit. Why is the Four of Pentacles here? The Magician. How about that? The Magician came up. What's the top card on the Witches? The Six of Swords. Didn't I accidentally Freudian slip the Six of Swords about that when I put it over here? Look at that. This Magician, because we knew we had the Magician here, drew me to pull. My instinct said pull the top card here. Here it is. The Six of Swords. Done deal. I'll put it on camera so you can see the deck is just sitting here just off camera. Yeah. Somebody's smoking mirrors. Everything's fine. Everything's good. Everything's fine. Keeping up appearances, stiff upper lip. In their soul here, the only thing making them happy is your connection. And karma's doing that. Right? I think they'll figure it out. Maybe that's the information that comes to light for them. But also because the wheel is here, and the wheel is here, death is here, and death is here, and this is your reading, and this is your final outcome, a piece of information comes to light for you. Okay? And you do have a chance, just by default, just goes here. You do have a chance to reconcile with this person if you want to. I would do that. Take the high road here. Okay? Don't be a douche. Take the high road. I know you might want to tell people, well, they could fuck off. They could have done more, Steve. I know. I know. It's very rarely worth it. It's very rarely worth calling people on their shit. I promise. I have to bite my tongue all the fucking time. All the time. I'll usually lean to somebody and predict what somebody's going to do, and then when they do it, they'll go, oh my God, and then I'll go, yeah, I'll just clam up. Right? And then they'll ask me later, why didn't you say something to that person? Because it's not worth it. Right? You're not going to teach anybody anything by calling them on their shit. They won't. Not in the current energies that are out there. No, it's not going to happen. It's too much self-focus. Everybody's too great. Everybody's terrific. Everybody blame shifts. This is definitely a blame shifter who did for a while, but they're not going to be able to in this inner therapist energy. I'm still shuffling for the sun. So let me teach you something about energy and about people. It's human nature, you know. So, at the end of the day here, the sun and the soul, why are you giving me this? Okay, we're done. That's it. Won't let me shuffle anymore. Let's see what we get. Oh, that's why. Who was I just talking about? Narcissists, right? This person here, the sun crossing this. Again, this person feels good because, I don't know, they just... They feel like everything's going their way, and what the information they're going to get, the reason everything's going their way is because your connection is active. That's all. And they refuse to give it credit. Their pre-shuffle showed us that. They refuse to give, everything's great, like I said. They're about to find out the hard way that maybe they should have done something. And look at that, the world showed up there after the shuffle. I love that. Why is the star here? Just to make sure. Yeah, look at we can't escape this girl. I'm sick of looking at this girl. Okay, I'm tired of it. There it is. I know every mole on her ass now. Okay, that's how many times I've seen it. At the end of the day, somebody here just thinks everything is going great. It's going great because your connection's active. This energy flows 5D to 3D, primary energy flow. It flows from here to here. I mean, the way the cards are falling, it's just mind-blowing. Even this Six of Swords coming out, which I accidentally called this over here, from a deck that I only pulled from because the Magician was here. It's the kind of shit I love about tarot. You know, that's why I do that. I don't need it. I could just read the energy for you. But, God, why not do this? It helps me hammer it home for you. So somebody here, I don't know who this is. This could be a runner. This might be your mom. This could be your friend. They're happy, but they're not. They're about to find out they're only happy because of your connection. Now, what's going on here? Seven of Swords. It's a message for you. This is a message for you, and this is your final outcome. I love it. Seven of Swords. Why is that here? Seven of Swords. Why is it here? It's crossed by the Nine of Wands. Something somebody kept from you. Something somebody didn't tell you. Somebody... You may have thought, for some of... Okay, I got to riff on the energy now, and I have to say, as I riff on the energy, whenever I pull, when me talking to the fickle old gal, it's private conversation between me and the energy around me. The universe been making me a conduit since I was 4 years old. This is a private conversation. It's pillow talk between me and the fickle old gal, but I'm going to tell you, for a few of you, not all, you thought this person was emotionally shut down. That was a lie. They were not. They felt it the whole time. Okay? I think that's for more than a few of you. I do. Okay? Or you might think this person is emotionally dead. They're not, or passionless. They're not. You're wrong about that. Although they do a good job of making you believe that. Okay, probably. What's on top? The Four of Swords. Why is that here? Justice. Justice, bookended by the Four of Swords, is our pre-shuffle. You see what I'm saying? Now you understand why I throw the cards. People ask me all the time, you say, you don't need the cards, you always say, so why do you throw the cards? And yeah, they fucking sound like that. This is why. Because of the impact that something like that can have. The odds of that happening are astronomical. I mean, it's unreal. So at the end of the day here, look at what's come out. It's this whole, somebody here is brilliant at keeping up appearances. Somebody here this is a person who has run from things, from emotions, from things, anything that might make them feel or change their life. They've run from it probably for their whole goddamn life. What's the bridging energy here? The Five of Swords. This energy is causing this. It's causing them to realize that I've wasted my life. I've shortchanged myself. However you want to look at it, I'm going to take the extreme and say I've wasted my life. And the thing is, that's you right there. They realize the epiphany this person has is that you're what's making them happy, and they can still see you. There's still a shot. They think there's still a shot at you, or a chance to fix it. And I think they're going to take it. I do. Let's go. Wheel of Fortune. Why is it here? Wheel of Fortune. Wheel of Fortune crossed by the Ten of Swords. The wheel turns everything here. Something that you thought was long dead. I don't know who this person is, but man, they showing up. I'm getting a lot of that wrecking ball thing, showing up like a wrecking ball. I tell you what, they're coming crashing through. Look at this. I got the Empress here underneath. Somebody you thought was long gone is now feeling you on a high level. In fact, they're pretty obsessed with it. There's a devil there too. What's on top? Ace of Cups. You got a shot at brand new love. Now they're showing up in a new, I don't think it's a new person. I think they're showing up in an emotionally brave energy. Well, we have Venus and Aries. And we talked about that in the Venus and Aries reading, right? They're showing up emotionally brave. This Ace of Cups is red with the Four of Pentacles. That's how they were, because the wheel turns everything. Remember, we flipped that Strength card, so we flip everything. I'll tell you what, somebody's showing up, sharing everything with you. They're saying it all, because they realize, through some kind of epiphany here, that the only reason that they even have to exist right now is you or your connection. I mean, seriously, this could be a parent that you're estranged from. I mean, this could be anything. This could be a parent that's seen the light. This could be a friend that's seen the light, that you two have a disagreement over a boy or over a girl or anything. It could be anything like that. Somebody who thought they could do more, right? Who realized that they could have done more, now wants to come in and give you the whole cup. Why is that here? The Queen of Swords. There you are. And there's that energy again of you with the sword in the sheath. This is somebody sharing a truth with you. You don't, what did I get done saying? I don't joke about anything or tell you about anything that's not in the energy. Okay? I don't. Right here, you've got somebody sharing the whole truth with you. Don't overthink it. Overthink it, it would be pulling the sword out. You know, the sword of truth. She's got the sword of truth put away. She's just thinking it. Right? These sandals weren't on sale. She didn't overthink it. She wanted the sandals. She went to get it. You overthink it too much. You go, well, I'll wait till they go on sale. Sometimes they never go on sale. And sometimes when they do, they sell out fast. You might not get them. If you got the money, buy it. You know, don't overthink shit. Well, it's right there. That's what I'm saying. Don't overthink it. Somebody's sharing something very special with you. Something that, by the way, with the Eight of Swords here is the bridging energy. They were afraid to say before. Okay? Don't be afraid to hear what this person has to say. With this is the bridging energy, it applies to both cards. So don't be afraid to hear what this person has to say, which they're now not afraid to say. They were afraid to share their truth. The wheel turns everything. So that's why that's why the energy is flowing like that. Okay? Wow. This is something you thought would either never get resolved or has been gone for a while. I mean, a while. All right, let's see what else the universe wants to tell you. And then we'll pull some wicked voodoo. Okay, we will. All right, let's see where we're at. We'll go pull on your connection with this person. We'll pull on what kind of appearances they're keeping it up. We'll pull on why you make them happy. We'll pull on what they could have done. Well, I don't know. We'll just pull on shit. I'll pull on you, though, to open it. Because you're going through some emotional therapy, too. All right, here we go. Let's see where we're at. Energy is nothing but predictable. It's always in cycles. It's like the societal energies. They're in cycles. It's easy to predict. The soulmate cycles are a little less predictable because there's emotion involved. So sometimes my point is sometimes the unexpected happens. It just does. It just somebody just shows up. And it's funny because I mentioned the word whim once before in a reading. I get that a little bit off this devil energy. Somebody here just gets a notion in their head. That's all I can say. What else? What's the universe want to tell you? 3 cards from the bottom and a crossing card. Got cards. I can't get rid of this pre-shuffle. New card on top, 5 of Wands, Justice, Ace of Wands, and the Star. Okay? This benefits you greatly. I think the universe wants to re-emphasize what I said around the Eight of Swords with you. Don't be afraid to hear what this person has to say. Don't be afraid to hear what your own inner voice has to say, what your own inner therapist has to say. It is a safe place. It's one of the safest energies to reflect, go inward, really figure out who you are. Right? I'll open the extended by pulling on you, but not everybody goes to the extended. And I think that's why this came out. Trust it. It's happening for a reason. Don't be defensive to it. It can lead to a lot of new beginnings, stuff that you would never do before. Just like this person, when they have their little epiphany, speak in emotion the way they never would before because they realize how they've gone wrong. Right? Something wasn't worth it. Whatever it is here, whatever reason, whatever excuse they used to run from you, it wasn't worth it. That's your reading. With the star crossing there. That's your reading. I hope it was helpful. If you want the extended, I do. There's a couple of links at the top of the description. These are big boy, big girl energies we're living in right now. But this is all very predictable, what's happening out there in the world. But the soulmate cycle, it's still got some surprises left in it. It really does.